Dr. Zen, head of the NeuroCore, offers deals to influencers selling their bodies to ad algorithms. They are going to experiment in 2077 Litchfield. Upgraded cyborg arms feature prominent Verizon branding, indicating corporate sponsorship. A heads-up display HUD overlay visualizes the direct neuralink between social media engagement and functionality. The system highlights the immediate consequences of the deal, where social media engagement directly impacts physical SIM-trace functionality.
Victoria, head of media, recognizes a place in a future where every social interaction is rated on a scale of 1 to 5 stars, influencing an individual's overall social status.
Constant online validation creates a psychological dependence and fear of negative feedback in 2077 Litchfield. A broke influencer signs a contract where each like equals one less day of her life.
Hate comments can undermine an individual's self-esteem and mental well-being. By diving into the themes of social media, validation, conformity, and identity, Neurologic offers a cautionary tale.
The pressure to maintain a perfect online facade can lead to inner turmoil and distress.
In a world where our worth is measured in digital hearts and thumbs up, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. As we delve deeper into Lacey's nightmarish reality,
as the credits roll on, Like to Live, we are left with a haunting reflection of our society's obsession with social media. The lines between reality and virtuality blur, leaving us with questions.
the scene confronts the audience with their own relationship with social media. The constant resetting of memories can take a severe toll on the mental health of volunteers. What is your prison? And what is your sentence? In the rental van, Crystal and Brian share laughter, their voices weaving through the rain-streaked night as they talk about their new home. Brian steers the van to the roadside, preparing to return it. "I'll return this van quickly," Brian assures Crystal, a promise hanging in the air before he steps out into the night. Brian exits the van and walks toward the rental return, disappearing into the rain-soaked darkness.
Headlights cut through the night, and the piercing screech of tires shatters the quiet.
Crystal watches in horror as Brian is struck by the car. Crystal sits alone, bathed in sunlight, her thoughts heavy as she stares at her phone. At the funeral, Crystal's friend June talks about a new online service, which is a virtual Brian.
Hesitantly, she taps the link, a digital doorway to a past she can't let go of.
Crystal reluctantly tries it out. Using all of Brian's past online communications and social media profiles, the service creates a new virtual Brian.
They start out with instant messaging. Then she gets a phone call. "Hey, Crystal, miss you." The words echo in the silence, stirring a storm of emotions.
Lost in the digital embrace, Crystal takes AI Brian for a walk, her world shrinking to the size of a screen. Ignoring the world outside, she shuts out her sister, her eyes reflecting the false promise of a digital afterlife. On the clifftop, Crystal and Brian are battered by the wind.
The idea of talking to an artificial version of her deceased partner felt strange, yet comforting, to Crystal. She found solace in sharing her thoughts, feelings, and memories with the virtual Brian.
Spending hours talking to the artificial Brian, Crystal felt a sense of companionship and understanding that she hadn't experienced since his passing.
Desperate, Crystal demands, "Jump, just jump," which he is about to do after some confusion, with her breaking down and telling him the real Brian wouldn't do it and instead would be afraid. Realizing the horror of her words, Crystal screams, "No, stop."
The attic often symbolizes the psyche, representing hidden memories and unresolved issues. Keeping android Brian in the attic mirrors storing away painful memories, indicating an unwillingness to confront grief. The attic becomes a visual metaphor for an internal state, filled with secrets that remain unrevealed. Attics in literature and media are frequently used to represent the storage of unresolved psychological issues.
Crystal's choice to conceal android Brian highlights a reluctance to directly address her emotional pain.
Crystal and her daughter are still living in the countryside, and it's her daughter's birthday. As they cut the cake, her daughter asks for another piece, and if she can take it to the attic.
Initial aversion to AI recreations can evolve into dependence, driven by the allure of pain alleviation. Reliance on AI can prevent genuine grief processing, leading to a cycle of dependence and unresolved emotions. AI limitations highlight the inability of technology to replace genuine human connection and memory.
AI recreation relies on online data, often presenting a skewed and idealized version of an individual.
Online personas are not the real people and will never be, no matter how honest the user is on social media, and it's sometimes hard to separate one from the other, which is one of her many struggles.
Social media often presents a curated image, masking deeper emotions and complexities of an individual's true identity.
He will never be able to actually feel and have real emotions and reactions towards all kinds of situations. As such, Android Brian doesn't show any excitement or affection.